Alright fellas, I put everything all back together and then I took everything all back apart because I had the airsoft motor in backwards. So once I got that taken care of, I put everything all back together and everything seems to be working just fine. I took the remote control and I spun the turret 5 times around in one direction, and then I lifted the top back off, and it still looked pretty much exactly the same as when I started. The wires were still in the same position, nothing had twisted or bound or any of that stuff. So I'm calling it a success. She's now got a slip ring, and this airsoft gun is considerably more powerful than the old ones. We can do this all day long, and when you lift that top off, it'll look just like it did when you set it down the first time. None of the wires bind or catch on anything. You gotta kind of be careful when you put your top back on. I always peek in through the back end to make sure that nothing's out of place or getting snagged on something by mistake. There is one thing about these that I'm wondering about. Now watch this gun elevation. It goes down past neutral, comes all the way back up, then it stops and it pauses for a long time. Now the reason for that, and I'm hoping IMAX Eric is watching. Eric, if you see this, it looks to me like the gun only goes so far and then stops right here. It looks like it's stopping right there. If it had a little more clearance right here, I think it'd raise a few extra degrees, and that's why the long pause at the top, because it gets so high up and then the motor's got to catch back up. So the little lever at the end that's hitting on that tower that moves it up and down, when the gun's at the top of its rotation, for a lot of that turn, I don't know, maybe 10-15 degrees of that turn, that lever's actually not even touching the tower. It's just riding free, and then it picks it up again on the other side and starts lowering it again. So as you can see, there's really a large delay at the top. I'll do it one more time. All the way down. I'm just going to go continuous. Coming up. Stop. Wait. Start again. Okay, so all that time that we were waiting, that was the tower catching up with the lever to get it back to where it was supposed to be. So anyway, if you see that, Eric, if that's something that's common, I don't know, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe there's something I can do to fix that. Just don't like having that huge weight at the top. Like to figure out some way to get servo control in there, but that'll be for later on. So anyway, there's the Mod Squad Tiger 1 with a slip ring and a new airsoft gun. And as long as we're on the subject, I really don't like that name, the Mod Squad. It's just too much like the 70s TV show. So it's not, I don't know how to explain it, but I do it for guys like me that are just getting their feet wet. The old pros know most of this stuff already, you know, so I'm going to change the name. The next time you see one of these mods to this tank, it's not going to be the Mod Squad, it's just going to be the Squad. So I really would like to know if guys like you consider yourselves to be a member of the Squad. All you got to do is want to. It's not like there's any dues or any of that crap. And like I said, there's a lot of guys out there, especially like Joel and Gus, and to a lesser extent some of the more experienced guys like Philip, that you guys are the reason that I make these videos, so that maybe I can help you, maybe I'll get something back. I take a lot of info out of this forum, but a lot of it really sharpens my skills at doing mods. So I think it's good for all of us. If anybody absolutely hates them, well, hey, too bad. And don't watch them, you know. So if you do consider yourself a member of the Squad, chime in and let me know. It's nice to know who's getting an advantage out of all this stuff. So guys, there it is, the whole deal. I'll take it outside later on and do one last video to show you the airsoft cannon in action, and we'll see what we can pick up there. So till then, see you next time.